You guys want to know some of my sorrows? And as I say that, it's weird because, like, I'm talking to an audience, right? And I'm not really talking to an audience because I'm in a tunnel. So the only audience that is actually watching my stuff right now is the organization as they watch my stuff. So, like, when I tell you, when I am sharing my sorrows, I'm talking to an imaginary audience because the people that are watching it right now already know my sorrows. So, um, I've been an activist all my life. Um, as I've explained yesterday and the day before, I think ever since I like started school, the idea of like only listening to one type of music was very weird to me. And so I've been an activist all my life, battling what I would call Americanization, um, this like specter that makes things different from one another, that otherizes, that you know. And I didn't like ever really think of like in terms of revolution because I didn't really know what communism was or anything like that. Mika, stop! Mika, stop! Stop! Mika, stop! Sometimes when the audience gets in my head, they like to make fleas bite my dog. So um, I'm sorry, Mika. Um, anyways, I didn't really think in terms of like revolution because I didn't have the language of like I didn't know what communism was. It's hidden from the people, you know. And but if there was were to ever be a revolution, I was more than ready, you know. Like I've been very outspoken, like even when I was like in my corporate days, um, I was still very aware that there was a war going on out there. You know that I'm speaking now, telling my side of the story of like how things are going out there. Um, but like I've always known that like there's forces out there um, working all the time to you know, and yeah. So that's how I grew up. Okay. Um, at the same time, um, so like when I was growing up, like I was always at odds with the man, let's say, as it were, the American Empire, as it were, um, and all up until 2020, 2021, when I began in trying to infiltrate the CIA, trying to like learn their stuff. Um, and as I was speaking my side of things, trying to argue towards my beliefs, um, a lot of the people in that era of my life would say things like, Why would you um, focus on a non-existent movement when you have an entire movement right there just ready for you, you know? And to me, like I said, like I've always felt at odds with the man. Like I've never uh, there is really no place for me. Like I've been called many a thing, many a name by this organization. So um yeah. Um but now that I know everything, now that I know of this entire like I've been saying, that like I've worked my entire life to become like the pinnacle of all of creation, like to like, you know, um just climbing the staircase to, I didn't know it at the time, but a revelation of sorts in which I found out that in 2006 I had become the epicenter of an entire organization, whether it be in a good way or in a bad way. To me personally, and that's my sorrow. That's my sorrow. I grew up. The system, what lies under the system, is full of atrocities. Full of atrocities. And I can't align myself with that. Like I said, I almost did last year. I almost did. I couldn't do it. I couldn't go through with it. Yeah, and like I almost gave up. Like after that, like I was like, what's the point? I got a job. I um I got so sick from that job. I almost like I was out for like a week or two, um, because I didn't know what to like. So now I'm here and I'm telling my story about it, but I'm in a weird position. Yeah, I shouldn't have ended that last TikTok there. It was at minute 9, and I feel like if I would have gotten to minute 10, it would have been like the actual like explanation of everything that I've spoken on insofar as like the monument to zero and like what it could be. Finally counting from 0 to 1, um, and then like the metaphorical, the one being like yeah, um, and then like this inherently is my cycle consistently all the time. I don't know why. It's just like this is my cycle. Like this is how I operate all the time. Like I don't know why. I don't know. It's just But so you guys can stick around, but it's gonna be mostly this all the time. I yeah. I'm telling you, I wake up every day, I count to 10, and I go to bed. Bye. Because I'm very well trained. Ah, the pain, the pain, the pain and the sorrow, and the pain. Hmm. The righteous fury just like stays right here, just boiling, just right here. Like, where do we go from there? Like, what is the logical step after that? Your guess is as good as mine.